Hello, beautiful people. It is April 2025. I'm the Lady of the Throne, Divine Astrology, where God dwells within me as me. And I am here today to bring to you your spiritual guidance for the entire month. In this month, April, welcome to spring, because this is the time of the year where it's the prettiest, most beautiful time for the earth. All of the beautiful, colorful flowers and all of the kids are out enjoying the outdoors. It's really amazing. Springtime is awesome. And I hope that you're just as optimistic about spring as I am. I wish everyone the best all of the time. So let's talk about what's coming up for April. April, we have 2 moon events. As always, we have a full moon happening in Libra around the 12th of the month, and we have a new moon in Taurus around the 27th of April. So with this full moon, being that it is in Libra, you know that Libra is the zodiac sign connected to balance, partnerships, marriages, contracts, and just a whole lot of business. Okay, so Libra also has a creative side and artistic, expressive side as well. Now, being that it is in its polar opposite sign, Aries, what this full moon is going to call a lot of people to release are those judgments. Release the judgments towards yourself about how powerful you are or can be. Release those judgments about yourself when it comes to, are you a suitable partner for love or for marriage? Or don't be so hard on yourself in your marriages, in your relationships. It's going to be a time where, with this beautiful spring action energy coming through in April, remember, Aries is the season that this is occurring in. And because Aries is a very fiery and passionate sign, it is going to want to push people into deeper commitments, deeper partnerships, deeper contracts and commitments to certain things and certain people in their lives. It is a relationship balancing time. And what the zodiac sign of Aries likes to do is be passionate and be loyal to what it is or who it is that they are dealing with, or whatever it is that they are involved in, especially creative pursuits, especially business, and especially those long-term committed relationships. So just remember that around this time. As you move along the month, you're at the end of the month, and by the time that comes in, around the 27th, the new moon in Taurus comes in. So what the new moon in Taurus is going to bring in is stability and structure to those plans that were created around the full moon. So if you successfully got through releasing those judgments against your own self about making commitments and making making more stable decisions, making more grounding decisions, if you were able to get through the very supercharged energy of the full moon in Libra, then by the time you get to the sign of Taurus, you should feel pretty stable with your decision. You should feel pretty grounded and structured within yourself about whatever it is that you've been working on. So it's very, very stabilizing. Also, I want to tell you about this too. It's no coincidence that this is a time where you want to start balancing things out in your love relationships, because both Libra and Taurus are Venus. They are under the influence of Venus. So we have Aries season, this huge Venus Venusian energy coming through, and all of this passion coming forward from the sign of Aries, who is loyal and committed and fight for what they want and who they want, and they are determined to make it last forever. So there is just a lot of drive, ambition, and so much being put into relationships and partnerships at this time. So I see a whole lot of positive love energy coming through, for every zodiac sign. Now, let's get into your zodiac sign and let's talk about your month. Sagittarius. Okay. For April 2025, let's see what is happening here with you, Sagittarius. Okay, so in April, April is going to be a month of you reaping what you sow, receiving what you receive, because it's what you sowed. Whatever you put out is what's coming back. Whatever you have done is what you are going to be receiving back to you. And I feel like it's coming in an exponential amount. It's coming in a great amount. It's something that you're going to receive in a major way, and you're not going to be able to not see it. You're not going to be able to run away from it or escape it. This is some type of return on whatever it is that you have committed yourself to in the past. So I'm getting that things are about to come in now. Just really based off of the energy you've been putting out. Whatever it is going to call for you to be more brave and face everything head on. As all of these things begin to come forward, it's like what you deserve after all of your efforts. Whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been working on, that's what's coming in. So it's like the universe and God knows what you should now see in your life according to your actions, deeds, or experiences. So when this happens and you begin to notice it, you're going to start to hold yourself accountable for what you have done and what you will do moving forward into the future. So April is just really going to be a month where you start to learn how to transcend systems that are already there in order for you to find God in whatever is coming your way. You may be able to see the difference between what has been structured and systematic, what has been manipulated around you. And in the midst of all of these things, you'll be able to find your way through it in order for you to find God in what you're going through. I think you're using this karma that's hitting or coming to you. You're going to use this karma as a way for some of you, it may be dharma. It could be karma or dharma, but whatever it is, this is going to help you go back to God, or it's going to help you build a connection with God again, or choose God, or make sure that you're on the right side of things moving forward. And I think once you find out that the whole key to everything that you're experiencing is the fact that your connection to God is not really there, or it's kind of jaded, that's when you're going to have a change of perspective in April, and you're going to realize that was the key to what you needed the whole time. You didn't really have a pure, genuine connection the way that you needed to have, and in the way that God wants you to have it. See, a lot of times when people hear me say that, they get really defensive. A lot of people get defensive because in your mind, you automatically think to yourself, well, I'm definitely not an atheist and I'm definitely not a Satanist, so why are you telling me that I don't have a relationship with God? A lot of people feel like that, but that's not the message today. The message that you need to hear today is more about you knowing exactly who God is, and you realizing that it's because the connection is not the way that God wants it to be, which is why you may be feeling disconnected. It's got to be the way you are told that it should be. And in order for you to find out, a lot of times it's going to be in a religious text. If you need help with that, it may come to you through a dream. You may dream about something, or it may come to you through a vision. It may come to you through music, because I'm also hearing that something about music is going to allow you to see truths. Something about music is going to allow you to see God through it. It's something about messages coming through, synchronicities coming through in the month of April, and mostly through lyrics and songs that's going to be confirmation to you about what God is trying to do by building up that connection together, wanting you to come to God in the right way, wanting you to do things the right, having the right style or approach to doing this, and you understanding what's going on. In order for you to have good things come into your life moving forward, you're going to realize in April, the whole key has been the way you have been connecting with God, or the lack of it. And you're going to realize that, okay? So if you want to know where to begin with all of this energy, begin with a small dot. And what that means is, beginning with a small dot, just think of yourself creating a masterpiece right now, creating this painting, this masterpiece. If you can't find God or inspiration, or if you can't see the light through whatever you're going through, you just have to know that in order for you to move forward and start to build that connection with God, you've got to do something. You have to plant a mustard seed. So I feel like mustard seed, reaping what you sow, sowing seeds, and all of that is coming up for you in the month of April. And this means doing it all the right way, all the God way, and choosing God again. All right? Doing it the right way. Don't do anything that you know in your heart for sure is wrong. Do everything the right way. Start by by sowing a small seed for God. And you know who God is. You know exactly. And if you do things the right way, the way God wants you to do it, then things go the way it needs to go. But until then, it's like if you don't have that connection, then you may be having to deal with things, like things just because it wasn't really there before. I think what I'm trying to with the messages, because I'm receiving all of this information from the constellation of Sagittarius. So I think what Sagittarius wants me to be telling you is that this is a time cycle where you're receiving a return on your investments based upon how you have operated in the world. And it's going to be the truth about it. Like, if you've really been doing good things, then good things are really coming. If you've really been doing corrupt, bad things, then that's what's coming. Like, it just really depends on who you are, what you've really been doing, and if it's been happening the right way, and your awareness of God, and if you've really been working on that connection the right way. It's about getting something right. It's about getting something right in April, getting something all the way right, putting all bias and judgments and putting all of that behind, and just focusing on the truth. All right, I hope that has helped you. It was kind of difficult to get this message out this month, just because it's just, I think you're gonna have to live it to understand it. So just allow April to play out, as always. Thank you.